Previously on NBC's Poker After Dark.
5 minutes till.
5 minutes to 12.
I don't know how these things can drag out.
Look at the music.
Might have also what I'm going to.
Any picture puppy, okay?
Chris, good luck, everybody.
Welcome to Poker After Dark. I'm Shauna Hyatt. We've got a big night of poker ahead for you. Former World Series of Poker main event champs Chris Moneymaker, Johnny Chan, and Chris Ferguson remain, but just one will walk away with $120,000. Let's get the cards in the air.
Blinds are at 6 and 1,200, though you only see one big blind of 1,200 in front of Chris Moneymaker there. That's because the last episode, Doyle Brunson busted out and would have been in the small blind. Johnny Chan is currently the chip leader, though Chris Ferguson and Chris Moneymaker are right on his heels.
All right, Chris. I hate to put in 12 and just throw my hands away.
Blinds are back to normal now. Moneymaker in the small, Johnny Chan in the big.
Is it 36? 36. Lines are up this hand to 8 and 16.
Back-to-back pots for Chris Ferguson. Blinds have just gone up to 8 and 1,600.
Oh, my too old shot. Let's get my cards back here.
Relinquish the ace-jack, Ferguson.
Sorry about that. That wouldn't look good. Wasn't playing Omaha.
That's a misdeal.
You should show it to the camera. Say, what? What's going
Got
on?
the same cards. Omaha, let's go.
Switch hands every other time you show.
Chris Ferguson holds a PhD in computer science from UCLA. Chris Moneymaker holds 2 cards in his hand.
$16.
Yes.
In actuality, Chris Moneymaker has a master's degree in accounting from the University of Tennessee. Both players have king high. Chris is his best. Ferguson upgrades to a pair of nines. Chris wins the pot and the button.
$5,000.
Johnny's ace high is the best hand. But out of position, he lays it down, and Chris Ferguson takes another pot. Ferguson now has the chip lead comfortably over Johnny Chan and Chris Moneymaker.
You can mix those cards up.
Chris Ferguson has a pair of 4s. Pair of kings now for Johnny. Chris looks Johnny up, and Johnny delivers the bad news.
That was a nice bet. Yeah. I'll let you get there.
You go. I think it's the first pot I beat you since we started. And I have to draw out.
I'll let you, so.
Johnny takes a pot off the chip leader, but Chris Ferguson is still firmly in the lead. More of Champions Week on NBC's Poker After Dark, still to come. Welcome back to Champions Week on NBC's Poker After Dark. Johnny Chan is still in last place, not too far behind Chris Moneymaker in second, and Chris Ferguson is the chip leader. Blinds still at 8 and 1600. Chris Moneymaker and Johnny Chan both have club flush draws.
Yep, I got one.
Both the Chris's fold and Johnny wins the pot. That's a mean goatee. That's the not so mean goatee. And that's the no tee. We started this match with 6 former World Series of Poker main event champions. Carlos Mortenson, Jamie Gold, and Doyle Brunson have all been eliminated, and these 3 players, each of whom bought in for $20,000, are now playing for a winner-take-all $120,000. Moneymaker folds a small blind over to Johnny. Johnny's turn to fold the small blind now, and Ferguson takes it. Aces for Chris Moneymaker.
Raise 3,000.
Call.
Ferguson leaves Johnny heads up with Moneymaker. No pair, no draw for Johnny Chan.
$8,000.
Bet 8,000.
Moneymaker's aces win a small pot.
Blinds are now wanting 2,000.
Blinds have gone up to 1 and 2,000. Chris Ferguson has the button.
One more, Johnny.
Crunch time approaches as the blinds have gone up 3 players remain, $120,000 on the line. Welcome back to Champions Week on NBC's Poker After Dark. The chip standings are Ferguson, Moneymaker, and Chan in that order, but the players are only separated by 8,000 in chips.
$5,000.
Raised to 5,000.
$11.5.
No pair, no draw for either player. Peace out, John.
$12.5.
Bet 12,500.
Nice hand.
Thanks. If you push me in there, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
That pot that Moneymaker just won represented over 1/5 of the chips in play. More of Champions Week from NBC's Poker After Dark in a moment.
Welcome back to Poker After Dark. Chris Moneymaker just won a big pot from Chris Ferguson to take the chip lead. Let's see if the 2003 champ can use that lead to his advantage.
Was it 1 in 2,000?
Yeah.
Wow, we drum up quick. Oh, big time.
Blind versus blind. Johnny flops a double gut shot straight draw. And there it is, ace high straight for Johnny Chan.
Check. $3,000.
Bet 3,000.
You might be splitting this pot.
Close. 8 high is pretty big hand.
It's 1-2, right?
Chris Moneymaker has climbed into the chip lead comfortably. Johnny Chan is on the button in second place, and Chris Ferguson in the small blind in third.
5.
Raise to 5,000.
Neither Chris wants to call Johnny's raise to 5,000, and he takes it down.
Raise to 6,000.
Johnny's ace is in bad shape, but he calls. And he makes a pair of fours.
Check.
I go all in.
All in.
Johnny gets a lucky flop and wins the pot. These three main event winners continue to do battle when we return to Champions Week on NBC's Poker After Dark. Welcome back to the Vegas Strip and NBC's Poker After Dark. Moneymaker, Chan, and Ferguson still 1-2-3 in chips, and the blinds are at 1 and 2,000.
I go all in.
All in.
Right, I call.
Well,
Got the best
Chris
hand.
Ferguson is taking a stand with King 5 against Johnny Chan's Ace 8.
Got 21-7.
21-7. Okay.
21-9, I'm sorry, 21-9.
Johnny has Chris covered.
21. 21-9.
now he's all in for with 21-7.
21-9, sorry.
21-9.
21-9.
That's what I have.
Total was 21-9.
Yep. That's not looking good.
Oh, wow.
I don't even get backdoor spades.
Pair of aces for Chan so far.
Boy, my best card's like a jack or a 10. King or 5, yes, which is good. That's it.
Three
Chris,
aces on the
that's
turn
fine,
for
yeah.
Johnny
I'll play
Chan means Chris Ferguson is drawing dead and has been eliminated in third
That's fine.
place.
Chris, with the table playing so conservatively, calling with a king 5 seemed a little out of character.
It certainly does. I think it was a very close call. You know, it's not the kind of hand you're really proud to call with there, but it's not that much of an underdog against the ace 8. It's obviously not the right call. If I know what he has, I would have folded. But I was getting kind of short stacked, and I thought Johnny might be trying to push me around a little bit at that point.
Moneymaker's playing pretty well. Does he have a chance against Johnny?
Of course, no. Moneymaker's been playing great. Obviously, they both have a shot. Johnny's got the chip lead now, but Moneymaker's not far behind.
Thanks so much for coming to Poker After Dark. We had a great time watching you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
$120,000 is up for grabs when we return.
Welcome back to Poker After Dark. With 4 world champs eliminated, we're down to heads up between 2003 World Series champ Chris Moneymaker and 2-time World Series champ Johnny Chan. Johnny has the chip lead, but Chris isn't too far behind. Let's play heads up.
Blinds are at 1 and 2,000, and Johnny Chan holds the chip lead, roughly 67,000 for him to Chris Moneymaker's 53. Johnny passes the first hand over to Chris. Chris now in the small blind and on the button.
5 more.
Raise 5,000.
Chris Moneymaker limps, then folds to Johnny Chan's raise. More heads-up action still to come when we return to NBC's Poker After Dark. Welcome back to Champions Week on NBC's Poker After Dark.
Five straight.
Raise 5,000.
Moneymaker has an open-ended straight draw, Chan with a pair of sixes.
Bet 7,000.
$15.
Raise to 15,000.
Raise.
Raise.
More in.
All in.
Johnny has the best hand right now and has Moneymaker covered. Chris really taking his time here. Remember, Poker After Dark is a winner-take-all event. 120 grand to first, 0 to second.
I'm gonna gamble with you, Johnny. We'll go for it.
Call.
I got 2 sixes. What you have?
2 sixes. I got a 7-8.
Moneymaker needs a 4, 7, or 9 to take the lead.
I'd like to see a 8 up there. It'd be nice.
Wouldn't mind seeing a 4. Just felt lucky.
Okay, now you pair the board. Any picture card's okay. Any picture card.
Johnny Chan is the Champions Week winner on Poker After Dark.
Good hand, brother.
You guys can get off now. Time to go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chris, a long battle, but a quick heads up. Were you anxious?
I wasn't anxious. I just felt like gambling. I thought, I had at least 8 outs, and I figured I could have more. There's already $40,000 in the pot. I figured it's a good shot to go ahead and take this thing down and finish it, or get real close to doing it. Decided to gamble. Didn't pay off.
Johnny, how confident were you that your 6s were going to pay off there?
Well, I didn't want to see him to call. I wasn't that confident. I thought he was making a play, so I, at that time I felt like I had the best hand, so I got to put my money in there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Johnny Chan outdueled Chris Moneymaker at this table of World Series main event champions and is now $120,000 richer. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night for the director's cut of this week's action. I'm Shauna Hyatt, and you've been watching NBC's Poker After Dark. Good night from Las Vegas.
Tomorrow on the director's cut of Poker After Dark.
Pretty exciting going in on the very first hand of the match.
Fine, Clark.
That's why you're a world champion.
Very dangerous. He's unpredictable.